Well, iLUKA is one of the world's leading agencies providing services and experiences to global brands at global sporting events. Our mission really is to put the world's greatest brands at the heart of the world's greatest sporting and entertainment experiences. We've recently become part of Chime Sports Marketing and Entertainment, or CSM. More specifically, our role is to work with leading sponsors, stakeholders and broadcasters, providing services and experiences for them to commercially leverage their event investment. That ranges from hospitality program management, strategic consulting, venue fit out, design and overlay, merchandising, outfitting and event time readiness planning. Well, it was back in 1999, in January to be precise, and I was working at BT at the time. My role was in the sales promotion function within the consumer marketing division in the UK. And I was in a team meeting and a very impressive guy came to present to us. He'd been brought over from BT Cellnet to finalise our Rugby World Cup sponsorship deal and to leverage that fully across the business. As a big sports fan, and especially a big rugby fan, I thought that looked like an interesting project and decided to go and see if he needed any help with it. Thankfully he said yes, and I worked with him as Rugby World Cup marketing manager, looking at everything from our internal merchandising right through to external field marketing and promotional activity with our consumers. And it was also the first time I got involved in a corporate hospitality program, and then really realised just how much impact it can deliver if it's well thought through, strategically led and well delivered on the ground. And the agency that delivered that was actually iLUKA. So it's quite interesting the way things work out. Well, I think for me, it's to really believe in your own abilities. I think that helps to build and exude confidence, builds trust in people, and it also helps to deliver results. I guess it's kind of a virtuous circle. And on top of that, I'd also say try and enjoy it and have some fun. I think a sense of competitiveness, tenacity, sense of humour, and really a passion for what you do. I think especially in the sports industry, being passionate about your role and what you get from it really helps to motivate your team and take them along with you. Well, I think the sponsor hospitality space has changed quite a bit over the last few years. Traditionally, I think it's fair to say that hospitality was seen as more of an opportunity or even an excuse for a group of like-minded people to go to a big event and have some fun. I don't think it was often linked back to corporate or business objectives or a way of driving the business forward. I think more recently, and certainly the clients we've worked with over the last few years, see it as much more of a longer-term strategic customer engagement plan, whether that's external customers or internal relationships, employees and other stakeholders. And we found that with a lot of our clients, they really spend the time and effort to build a pretty robust business case, which is interrogated at the highest level within their business, at board level, executive committee level, and in many cases forms to start with a small but important element of their customer relationship management platform. Well, I'd add to that list the Winter Olympic Games in Sochi earlier this year as well. And those 4 events over the last 2 years or so have affected us and influenced us in different ways, really. If we go back to London in 2012 and the build up to that, it was our single largest event delivery for iLUKA ever, both in terms of the breadth and depth of the services we provided to our clients. And that meant that we had to grow quite quickly as a business and quite significantly. It also meant that we had to put into place new processes, systems and ways of working and be more nimble as a business. Also in the build up to London 2012, the UK Bribery Act came into force, which I think at the time caused a little bit of mild panic. Many people in the industry felt that it really meant the end of the corporate hospitality business in the sporting environment, but that wasn't actually the case. And we worked extensively with our clients on helping them internally create the right systems, processes and procedures to put a robust process in place, really, to make sure that they aligned with the requirements of the Act, from initially the creation of the hospitality programs through to how they were inviting their guests and the criteria for that, right through to how they delivered the event on the ground and the tracking of the results. Well, I think I'd have to say Seb Coe. He's done it all, really, from competing at the highest level successfully as an international athlete, including winning 4 Olympic medals, numerous other medals at the UK national and international level. He's obviously had a period as a leading MP. He's been successful in business in his own right. And then, of course, it's everything he did for London, from the successful bid to stage the games when London started, I think, in a distant 4th in a 4-horse race, through to pipping Paris on the final straight, that memorable day or evening in Singapore in 2005. And obviously, most recently, having delivered a really successful, remarkable, spectacular, and I think very memorable London Olympic and Paralympic Games in 2012.